single day. I'm gonna make something great.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you just a really easy recipe. It's a chicken and rice casserole. It's super easy. All you do is preheat your oven to 350. And that's what I'm doing here. Then I'll show you just briefly these ingredients. So I'm going to start with a can of cream of celery soup and a cream of chicken soup. Just one can of each. And like I said, this is a super easy recipe. You literally add all these ingredients together and throw it in the oven for an hour to an hour and a half, and it's done. So what I'm doing right now is just opening these cans. And then you just mix them together in a bowl. And I did this all, Hannah had ballet tonight, so I just got everything ready, threw it in the oven right before we left, and my husband took it out like right before we got home. So it was really easy and convenient. All he had to do was literally take it out of the oven. So here I'm adding the cream of celery. And you don't have to add water to these like you do with soup. We will add water later, but I'll show you that. So 1 can of cream of chicken and 1 can of cream of celery. You could also do cream of mushroom though, that's good too. So you just mix these together. So now I am adding, you can use any kind of rice. My kids seem to like white rice better. It's the enriched kind. But we've also done this with brown rice, and it's really good that way too. So you just do 1.5 cups of rice, which I am doing here. And it's really to your preference, but this is what I do. It can be any kind of rice, instant rice, regular. So you add that in and you're going to mix that all together. Right now I'm getting water. You need to add 1 cup of water. I'm just mixing this together. This is one of my go-tos. We do this at least twice a month. It's just easy, and it's the kids like it. Zach likes it, so it's nice and easy. Next, we're going to use it's an onion soup packet. So you mix half of the packet in with this mix in the bowl, which is what I am doing here, and then you save the other half for the end, and you're going to put that on the top. But I'll show you that here in a little bit. As you can see, my son back there just kind of laying around on the floor. Okay, so that's about half of the packet. I put that to the side, and then I'm mixing this all together. And then next I will add chicken. You can add any kind of chicken. This is the easiest way for me because all you have to do is, I just thawed it in the microwave really quick, but I also like to buy the already shredded rotisserie chicken. That's really good, or you can shred it yourself. Or you could even just bake a chicken breast and then shred it. There's no real number you have to use as far as amount goes. It's preference, but I just use, this is what I used here. So you throw that in and mix it all together. I don't put a lot of chicken in because my daughter is hit or miss on chicken. So, I mean, if I cut it up really fine, she'll be fine with it. So then you just use a baking dish, and I just sprayed it with Pam. And that's really just because it can get kind of crisp and you don't want it to stick, obviously. So all you do is just pour that in there. I used to use, I think it was a 12 by 6. I forget the size, but it was the larger pan, and it was just really thin. And you can do it that way if you like it crispier. But when I use this smaller dish, it's just thicker and it seems to be more moist this way, and my kids like it better. So then I'm going to take that other half of the onion mix and then just sprinkle that on the top. I think the cleanup is the worst part. I mean, it's not bad, but that's definitely my least favorite. Zach does kind of help with that sometimes, but like this, I was doing while he was still working, so the cleanup is definitely my least favorite, as I'm sure it is for everybody. So that is ready to go in the oven. I am just grabbing foil right now, and I'm going to cover that. And then I just throw it in the oven. I usually do a side with this, just like rolls or like crescent rolls, just as like some extra for that you could dip it into. So like I said, it's set at 350, and I like to do it for an hour and a half. So just make sure you do it ahead of time, that way you know it's going to be ready by dinner time. And that is all. So my husband took this out before I could get a good after picture. This is after everybody ate, but this is what it turns out like. Again, thanks for watching. This is a super easy recipe, and I hope you try it.